Runaway by S.M. Knowles is Aubrey Kendall. The night is dark as Courtney tosses and turns, sheets twisting around her legs with every fling of her body. Another bad dream about her mother fills the darkness. Her emotions frizzled and life moving down a slippery slope any young adult would love to stay clear of. Sitting up, she reaches for a glass of water situated on the table beside her bed. She takes a gulp, feeling the cool water slide down her throat and into her stomach, the only satisfying feeling she's felt in weeks, months, or years for that matter. Looking at the alarm clock, she realizes the buzzer will go off in another 5 minutes. Ugh. Reaching over, she shuts the clock off so not to make another noise to wake her father, who came home late and drunk again last night. While slurring his speech, he had been throwing things because his food sat cold in the microwave instead of heated up on the table. Courtney looks at the broken plate lying on the floor by her bed and the food that still lay splattered all over her comforter. She will need to clean this up quickly before she leaves for school, or surely another thrashing will happen. Removing the sheets from her legs, she tosses them over to the other side of the bed and stands up, then stretches her arms and legs as she yawns. Finally, moving to her closet, she rummages through her clothes and finds a denim skirt and a jacket and pairs them with a denim shirt and socks. Oh, and of course, her favorite pair of knit stockings. She has her ensemble chosen for the day. Tiptoeing through the living room, where her father lay passed out from the night before, she makes it to the bathroom. Slowly closing the door, she's careful to turn the handle so that the latch doesn't make a noise. Success! She becomes excited as her father still sleeps. Removing all of her clothes, she quickly jumps in the tub and starts the shower, jumping slightly from the freezing cold water, but warming quickly as she leans against the back of the shower, taking it all in. Pieces of her skin hurt from bruises she's endured the last few weeks. More recently, because rent is due and her father hasn't made an ounce of money working. Well, none that Courtney sees. Most all of it's spent on liquor, or possibly a liquor store from the smell of her father each night, stinking up the entire house. Remembering to pick up more shampoo from her school's locker room today, she uses what little is left in the bottle. Luckily, they keep extra little bottles of soap for the girls to use at school. 4 more months of school, that's all. Once I'm done, I can leave forever and never look back. Her smile becomes dreamy. Anything to be away from her father, the man who sees her as a servant instead of a daughter. A hard knock beats on the bathroom door. Courtney! Another belt sound against the wood, making it shake. Shutting off the water quickly, Courtney tries grabbing a towel as she puts her foot outside the bathtub. Her heel slides along the side of the porcelain container. She places her balance on it, causing her to fall right in the middle of her groin. Ow! She pushes herself off the tub in agony while trying to wrap her wet body with a towel. I'm coming, Daddy. She slips again, this time hitting her knee on the toilet. Can this day get any worse, she mumbles. Another loud bang beats on the door. Her father growls as he begins to speak. Courtney, you'd best get your ass out. He hits the door just right, bursting it open and catching her ankle with the bottom edge. Looking down, she watches a line of blood surge from her open skin. A tear falls from her face. She knows what's next. Her father is like clockwork. Immediately, she covers her head as her towel slips down her waist. Leaning over, she tries to get as close to the floor as possible. If she can lean into the floor, she won't have to worry about her face bouncing, causing more bruising. He begins pushing his way through the door. God damn it, girl! You get it out when I tell you to! A hard punch to the back of the head, shivering as she waits for him to hit her again. She pushes her way deeper into the back of the toilet. Anything to keep him from hurting her. This time, an open-handed slap hits her lower back, and she jumps, hugging the toilet. Please, she whimpers. Please, what? More? He kicks her in the ass, and her legs are the only thing exposed at this time. She continues laying. shoved as close as she can to get herself beside the toilet, waiting for whatever else her dad might throw at her. Shaking uncontrollably, tears are streaming down her face and mingled with the snot dripping from her nose. More whimpers as she lies waiting. Expecting another blow, she holds her breath, but this time she hears water entering the toilet. Her father pees as she lays hidden from his abuse. She knows better than to move and remains silent, trying to soften her cries. More bruising and welts, along with a necessary butterfly bandage, will accompany her to school today. "Stupid girl," her father mutters as he leaves the bathroom, shutting the door behind him. Courtney glides out from behind the toilet and tries to sit up. Every muscle in her back is sore, including her butt. Grabbing her towel, she tightly wraps it around herself, and looks for her clothes, and then realizes that they lay mingled in a mess in the corner near the shower, where a puddle of water usually sits. Dropping the toilet seat down, she gets into the medicine cabinet where not much remains. An old razor and a pack of Band-Aids she had recently stolen from the store sat on the dusty shelf. Stealing anything is against her morals. However, lately, she's been ending up with more cuts and bruises, needing something to hide them from the others. She put her towel under the sink, getting it nice and wet to clean up her ankle. Plopping down on the toilet, she wipes up the blood that exposes within the cut. "It looks a bit deeper than normal," she sighs, trying to pinch her skin back together. Drying off the area, she takes the sticky piece of bandage and rips it away from the cotton center. After doing the same with the other side, she then places the sticky piece over the pinched skin and places the other adhesive piece on top. "I hope this works." Setting her foot down on the floor, she throws the towel to the side and picks up her underwear. "I'm so lucky these aren't wet." Her face cringes as she picks up her leg and places it into the hole of her panties, then does the same with the other limb, pain obviously still surging through her body. Her shorts received majority of the wetness, the sleeve of her black shirt barely damp. After fully putting on her clothes and brushing out her long brown hair, she grabs the handle of the bathroom door and slowly walks out, hoping her father fell back asleep. As she tiptoes past him, he lays with his arm hanging off the couch with his mouth wide open. Her face cringes as the man she once adored has turned into a devil of some kind, a careless man who feels no need to take care of him, his house, or his daughter. A whiskey bottle lay between him and the back of the couch. Eyeing it, she tries to decide if it would be worth the effort in taking it from him and dumping it, or if she would just leave it as is. Looking at him again, she whispers, "I desperately want my daddy back." Slipping over to the couch, she pulls out the bottle. Tugging a little harder than she meant to, he turns onto his side. She stands over him, holding her breath, eyes wide, complete in horror that he might wake up. Sighing, she relaxes her body as he lets out another loud snore, staying exactly where he is. Suddenly, his eyes open. Running as fast as she can to the kitchen, she opens the top of the bottle. Swinging her arm over the sink, she begins to pour the bottle of booze down the drain. His arm grips her wrist tight. "What made you think you could get away with this little stunt?" He pulls her arm towards him, taking the bottle out of her hand. Putting it up to his dried, cracked lips, he takes a big swig and wipes away the moisture left on his mouth with the other arm. "Ah, that stuff will put hair on your chest. Something you must need messing with a grown man's alcohol." He opens his hand parallel to the floor, swinging it rapidly in Courtney's direction, backhanding her. Falling over onto the floor, she grabs her face and tries to rub away the pain. But this pain she'll never be able to rub away. The pain of her father never truly loving her.